Hi, I'm Marg from Gostocks. Welcome to Market Rush series. Hi Rup,
Hey, Marg.
what's in store for this week? We've been seeing markets moving both sides for the last 3-4 months, in fact.
Yeah, true.
So, how do you look at things now?
See, Marg, if you look at how the market's been acting for the last about a month or so, it's been a pain for us in terms of understanding what the market's going to do in the next 2 months or 3 months.
Exactly.
Let's not talk about long term here.
Right.
Now, every time the market tested 18,000 levels, okay, we were all euphoric. Okay, at least from the analyst side, assuming that one move above 18,200 and we should be seeing the possibility of a secular rally.
Right.
And every time it came to those levels, and when our euphoric levels went up, the market decided that it's time to put our euphoria to rest, and then it did what it should be doing, which is to make us look the other way. And this is what's been happening, I think, for the last 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
Now, 2 weeks back, again the market showed us a ray of light, a ray of hope at 18,000 levels. And from there on, in less than 3 days, we saw 17,000.
Right.
Okay, and in the last 2 weeks, we've seen 18,000, close to about 18,000 levels, and we've seen sub 17,000 levels.
Right. 16,800 kind of thing.
Exactly. And we've closed at 17,100 levels. Now, as you know, that we've stopped looking at supports and resistances, and we use references for our decision making for the short term, say for the week. So in that respect, going forward, what can we expect for the next week? Okay, our view is if the markets can stay above 17,085 levels, this is for Nifty.
1785.
Yeah,
Okay.
17,085. Then the possibility of 17,300 or 400 is bright.
Right.
Now, what is the certainty of this happening? We have to wait. And that's the reason why we have the reference of 17,085. Because if the markets, right now what we believe is that for the fall that we've had, this could well be a pullback rally.
Right.
We need to see 17,085 sustaining. So that becomes a very important reference for us.
Right.
If the markets can stay above that for this week, then yes, the possibility of further rise next week can become a reality.
Right.
So this is where things are. So our view is that, our house view is that we should start looking at 17,085 as a very important level. And on an intraday basis, yes, the markets can slip below 17,085. But on a closing basis, if the markets can stay above 17,100, 17,085 levels,
Right.
then it's a great point for us to start initiating investments going forward. These are great levels.
How do you look at Bank Nifty? Is it converging with Nifty or?
Yeah, very much. If you take Bank Nifty, again, 38,500 is the reference value.
38,500. Right.
And a possibility of a 1,000 point move from current levels is definitely there,
Right.
provided this reference level sustains.
Sustains. Right.
Okay, so 38,500 is what we're looking at. I'm sorry, 39,500.
Right.
It's not 38,500. 39,500 is the level that we're looking at.
Okay.
So if the market stays about 39,500 levels, then the possibility of 40,500 is definitely there on the cards.
On the cards. Now, we've been seeing in the media that people are talking about markets coming down even to the level of 15,000. Nifty, when you're talking about it.
Right.
So many people are talking about, they are taking into account the global events that are happening and then trying to relate it with what market can do towards that. How do you look at that kind of a number now? 15,000.
See, from my point, assuming this has come from an analysis desk, we'll give all due respect to that number.
Right.
So I get this number saying 15,500. Now the next question that comes to my mind is, what should I be doing? Should I sell everything, wait for 15,500 to happen,
Right.
and then start buying at that levels?
Right.
Now the next question is, what if 15,500 does not happen? So in order to understand and ensure that our decision making is bang on, we go by our reference.
References.
Yes. So in our case, 17,085 is a reference.
Right.
If the market were to crack that
Right.
and go and track the lows that we've seen, that we've marked last week,
16,850.
16,850,
Right.
then we would give more credence to those numbers.
Okay. So,
Now, until that does not pan out, now at the current level of 17,100 where the markets have closed, we would not give a lot of weightage to 15,500 or whereabouts. we would only say that the markets have cracked. There's some amount of consolidation that's happened in the last 2 or 3 days.
Right.
And there's been a pullback.
Right.
How far can this pullback go? Number one.
Right.
And can this pullback become the first structure for a possible rally going forward?
Right.
So this is where our thesis would stand. So right now we would not give a lot of weightage to 15,000 or sub 16,000 levels, and we would only follow our reference numbers.
Right. So 1785, that should be the reference number for this week. Let's see how things pan out during the week.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.